What's going on? It's F.A.N.G, and I wanted to make a video discussing the potentiality of M. Bison showing up in the up-and-coming game Street Fighter 6. Now, let's start off with the events before Ryu killed Bison with the power of nothingness, causing him to fade away into thin air, but never truly dies. He just lives on as a ghost or a soul looking to find another host for the taking. As we all know, M. Bison runs an evil organization called Shadowloo, and he uses psycho power to fight against his opponents in battle. His psycho power allows him to control the minds of other people with the use of soul manipulation, but there's a little twist to it. Bison can only control the minds of beings that were previously exposed to psycho energy. The dolls that work under Bison at Shadowloo are perfect examples of this. There are other characters within the Street Fighter universe that work under Bison but aren't under his full control. Two of them actually. Those two characters being Abel from Street Fighter 4 and F.A.N.G from Street Fighter 5. When Abel was being created at the Shadowloo base along with the other dolls that were captured to serve under Bison, F.A.N.G informs us that he and Abel carry a small fraction of Bison's psycho energy within them, and this would allow Bison to take over their body for his own use, just in case anything were to happen to the body that Bison currently has control over. This brings up the notion that Abel and F.A.N.G might return as playable characters in Street Fighter 6, maybe in the forms that we know them as, or maybe in the forms where Bison has complete control over them. Another character that might cause Bison to show up in Street Fighter 6 is Ed. Now, if you follow Street Fighter 5's story, you know that Ed is another character that was exposed to Bison's psycho energy after Bison's death, similar to Abel. Ed constantly suffered nightmares night after night and had an irrational fear of losing control over his own body. Notice how this always seems to happen to Ed when he's at his most vulnerable, like when he's sleeping, which could explain why his personality is so cocky. Maybe he uses it as some sort of defense mechanism to hide the fact that he's struggling with the thought of losing control over his own body. During his leave of Neo Shadowloo, he comes across Manat, who reads his fortune and lets him know that shit is probably gonna go left for him in his future. Later, we get a scene where Ed is again at his most vulnerable, sleeping, and then this happens.
Get away! Get away! It's my life to live! This body belongs to me!
Ed successfully defeats what looks like Bison's soul and decides to leave his partner Balrog, and decides to create his own alliance, which included former playable character Falk and two other mysterious characters who we know nothing about. As far as Ed's design in Street Fighter 6 goes, he seems pretty normal in his DLC portrait. He doesn't look like he's struggling to control himself. He just looks like how Ed being a boxer would probably look like. Who knows, maybe Bison might successfully take over his body as he came close to in Street Fighter 5. Only thing is that we're missing a character from Street Fighter 6 roster from Street Fighter 5 that possesses psycho power, and that's Falk, which is a character I'll discuss in another video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to keep up with more of my videos, hit the subscribe button, and feel free to have a conversation down in the comment section down below. This has been F.A.N.G, and I'm out, people. Later.